So you are thinking about moving to the North Dallas area, but you're not quite sure what neighborhood or even what city is right for you? Well, in this video, we're going to take you on a tour of a Bloomfield home here in the amazing master plan community of Union Park. Union Park is located in Little Elm, Texas. I'm sure you've never heard of Little Elm, Texas, but don't let that scare you. It's just north of Frisco in the Denton ISD school district. I am Jennifer Fowler, and along with my husband and partner and cameraman Brandon, we run Fowler Realty Team in the North Texas area. We have people just like you reaching out to us all the time looking to make a move to the area. We absolutely love that. So if that's you and you're looking to make a move in 9 days or 9 months, you can give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. All the info is in the description below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know everything there is to know about living in North Texas. Okay, so I said we're gonna take a tour of this beautiful Bloomfield home, and y'all, Bloomfield has so many options for you with a wide variety of budgets, so I can't wait to take you on this tour and tell you all about it and tell you about this amazing master plan community of Union Park. So let's get to it right now. I just love the walk up to this house. I like how the front porch is a little bit wider. I could just imagine a swing on the open area of the front porch. And once again, you've got a beautiful front door that is glass. As soon as you walk into this space, it's already light and bright and open. So on this side of the foyer, you've got an open dining room. And you know what I really like about this, and maybe you'll like it with me, you'll have to tell me. I love the 3 windows back here that are recessed. To me, it gives it character, and it's really difficult to add character in a new construction home, but they have managed to do it in this one. Also, behind Brandon is it could be an office or it could be a bedroom. Right now, it is the sales center, but across from the desk, there's 2 little windows that mirror these. And so when you walk up on the front porch, not only do you see them from the front porch, which adds character, but also inside the room. So I like that about Bloomfield Homes. I think they did a fantastic job with adding some character on a new construction home. So this house is about 3,430 square feet. It is a 5-bedroom house, 2.5 bath, 2-story home. So what I also like about Bloomfield is they have several floor plans to choose from. And all those floor plans have a name. And within those floor plans, there's multiple ways that you could design your home. You can add a bathroom or 2. In this model right here, it could be anywhere from 2.5 baths to 4. You can add bedrooms upstairs, a media room. So there's a lot that you can do with a Bloomfield home. This model starts around just under $650, maybe around $640, and goes up to $775, which is the price of this home currently with everything that you see in it. Now they do have incentives often, which can lower the price. Also, you can use those incentives when you go over to their design center. It's not really going to a design center, but they do have multiple options for you to choose from when it comes to your flooring, your cabinet color, your countertops, and your backsplash. As we head into the living room and the kitchen, I just kind of wanted you to get a feel of where we're coming from in the foyer, and also talk just a little bit about where Union Park is located. So Union Park is a master plan community. In fact, they just won an award in 2023, a lifestyle program award. So it's a great master plan community in Little Elm, Texas. So Little Elm, Texas is just north of Frisco. It's about 45 minutes north of Dallas and the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. So that makes it nicely situated in North Dallas. So we've just come from this beautiful foyer area into the heart of the home, the living room and the kitchen. So right across from the kitchen, you do have your stairs. I like how they are still somewhat tucked away. And in this home, I really am a fan of the wrought iron that they've chosen to put in here. A little bit more of a modern touch, even though some of the other design in this home is pretty traditional. I do like that they added that modern touch. You'll notice that this flooring does flow throughout the home with the exception of the bedrooms. and the upstairs, that will be carpeted as well.
Jen, I have to say, before you walk off, that little section right behind you, I see a really tall Christmas tree going right there.
Yes, I would absolutely put a Christmas tree here. I might have to put one in the front of the house too, so you can see it as you drive up. But this would be a great space for a Christmas tree because look how tall this space is. This has got to be more than 20 feet, don't you think? I don't know. I'm short, so everything seems tall to me. But yes, this is a great little nook over here. I really like this. As we head over into the kitchen, you can just already feel and see how light and bright this entire space is. So here is your breakfast or dining nook. Really 5 windows that create this space around the breakfast nook, letting in so much natural light. I talk about natural light all the time because it just makes me happy. I am a huge fan. I also like that in this floor plan, you have your breakfast off to the side. I always say I'm kind of a huge fan of that as well. Like I mentioned earlier, you do get to pick out a lot of your finishes here with Bloomfield. This is a very wide space, by the way, bigger than most homes that we go into, this space here. I am a huge fan of this countertop, and I'll tell you why I like this one in particular. I like that it's got cream, you've got brown, and you also have a little bit of gray in there as well. So it's very neutral, but it could go with either a brown color tone or a gray color tone, but yet it's still light enough with the cream. So I am a big fan of this one. The cabinet's light and bright. One thing I do like about this model in the Bloomfield home is instead of the cabinets being flat all the way across, there's some dimension here in the elevation and even over here in your wall unit. So it just kind of gives it a more upgraded look, a little bit more of a luxurious look. Some Bloomfield homes, you're going to have a cooktop. I was going to say cooktop range, but a cooktop and range are 2 separate things. So you're either going to have a range or a cooktop. In this particular model, it is a cooktop, and as you can see, it is gas. Huge fan of that. And then you've got your oven and your microwave here mounted in the wall. And your kitchen carries on over to the other side with your refrigerator. And of course, you've got your coffee nook here. You could put wine, you could put your wine glasses up here. And one thing I do want to point out is this backsplash. I really like that design too. You'll have to tell me if you like that or not. I like it. I like how it's stacked, so it kind of gives it a more modern look. And once again, that is something that you get to pick out in a Bloomfield home if you're getting into the house at an early enough stage where things haven't already been chosen for you. Since this is a full 2-story home, you aren't gonna have the super high ceilings here in the living room. I'm a fan of high ceilings when it comes to the way it looks and how it creates space in the living room. However, being in Texas, it does get really warm here. And so it's kind of nice when the ceilings are a little bit lower. And so when the air conditioner is turned on, you can really feel it hitting you. I know my husband likes that. A lot of times I'm still under the blanket because it's still a little bit too cold for me. But I do like that this living room is spacious yet cozy with the ceilings. And hun, I don't know if you can show this in the video, but you do have actually 3 different ceiling heights here. You've got one in the kitchen. That's very common. You're gonna see that a lot with kitchens. They're going to drop the ceiling. Then you have another height here in the living room. Then you've got another height in the stairwell area. Really gives this house a lot of character, I have to say. And then once again, multiple windows. There's 3 of them that let in the light. I like that there's very little detail or no detail on the windows, so you can just see the beautiful backyard. Fan of the fireplace. I love having a fireplace here in Texas. It can get cold for a few days here in Texas. Actually, we've had some pretty serious cold snaps. They don't last long though. But I like how they did tile the wall. I have seen some houses where it didn't have anything on the wall. I love that there's tile here with a mantle and that it goes all the way up to the ceiling. Just gives it a nice finished look, a much more grand look, and your TV has its own space over here as well. So you don't have to put your TV on this beautiful mantle. Anytime you are going to look at new construction or a model home, make sure that you take your realtor with you on the very first visit. Sometimes if you don't, the builders won't allow you to be represented by one at all. And the contracts are very builder-sided. You need someone helping you navigate new construction, someone who's representing you, someone who is in your corner. So if you find yourself out and about looking at new construction, make sure you give us a call. We would love to meet you there. So once again, going into the master bedroom, it is just cheerful, happy, light and bright, and just the right amount of space. So over on this side of the wall, you've got these beautiful windows with the bench seating. So lets in a lot of light. And you know what? If you need it to be dark, you can always add some room darkening shades, but I just love the light. You've got 2 more windows flanking each side of the bed with good sized nightstands, this absolutely beautiful king size bed. And you know, anytime you've got a bed like this, a canopy bed, 4-poster bed, whatever you want to call it, it can visually take up a lot of space, but this room is just big enough to be able to handle a bed like that. There's even a dresser on the other side of the wall. As we head into this master bathroom, you're gonna see just how spacious it is. There really is a lot of space in here. I like that they have separate vanities so everybody gets their own space. And in this bathroom, they have chosen to, instead of having a tub, to have a much larger shower. So that is an option that you can have as well. If you want the tub in there, which is the way it comes, it's standard to have a bathtub. If you don't want one, then you can have that taken out. But if you don't want one, then you can have a larger shower as well. That is a little bit of an upgrade, but just know that you can have a bathtub, not have a bathtub depending on your preference. And then over here, you have your toilet closet that has a door, which is always very nice. And then I want to take you into the closet. I don't always take people into the closet, but I just wanted to take you in here because it's a really good size closet. But there's something else that I wanted to show you, covered under the stairs.
It's just your height.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to duck.
Actually, that is so sad, y'all. I don't have to duck to get in here. But this is just, you know, it's just extra storage. Storage is always nice. This would be a great place to put your suitcases for travel so you don't have to go up in the attic and get them, or whatever it is you need, really. You could even store, although I don't think in this closet you would need it, but if you have a lot of clothes and you like to change yours out seasonally, well, you can always store them in here rather than having to find another closet to put them in. So I like what they did there with that. So being upstairs here in this space just feels so good. It feels like an actual living room. And I know it is an actual living room, but it is an upstairs living room, but it just feels so good. And once again, I want to show you where they were able to add character in this new construction home, and it's with these windows. So not only do you see these windows when you're upstairs, but these are also going to be in the front of the home. So from the street, you see them as well. And I just think it adds a lot of character. This could have been one giant window instead, but I much prefer this. So you'll have to tell me what you think of these. I think it's a really good idea. So with this upstairs area, you kind of get it both ways. It's open just a little bit to the foyer downstairs or the kitchen area kind of, but it's not so open that it's going to create a lot of noise. It's still closed off enough that you do have your privacy both upstairs and downstairs. But you know what? You really don't need your TV in this living room because you're going to put it right here in this amazing media room. I love the depth of this room. I think if it was me, I'd have to have a couple of recliners that are elevated in the back, and maybe a couple more in the front. But this is an excellent size media room. There's 2 doors that close behind Brandon. So it's nice and dark so you can watch your movies, or when football season comes around, you can watch the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, so there are 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms upstairs that we are going to walk around in, but I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Union Park because it is just an amazing master planned community. So like I said earlier, they did win an award for their lifestyle programming. They have 2 pools. There's a lap pool. There's another community pool with a splash pad. There's an exploration park, so the kiddos have plenty to do outside. An outdoor community kitchen, there's event space, walking trails, catch and release fishing ponds. Goodness, hun, what else is there? There's a lot that this neighborhood offers. Pickleball, volleyball, basketball. There really is a lot. But on top of those things that you can access every day, they have events. They've got events that are very seasonal or holiday events. They also have events for Union Littles, for teens and adults. And I also wanted to mention something that is very unique about Union Park is they also have a 55 plus community. Now they're going to have their own HOA and they do have their own pool as well, but they have social clubs, they have events as well. I really like the idea of having your parents live in one area of the neighborhood while you're living in another. I think that's just some great community planning. No, this is not the walk-in pantry. It's just another amazing storage closet that this house has. I really don't think you can overdo it on storage. You know, when we're taking clients around, whether it's new construction or pre-owned, storage is usually one of the biggest issues in a lot of houses. So they really did a good job with this one. Welcome to the world of Harry Potter. This is so cute. So this room is just Harry Potter themed. I think it's excellent. I wanted to talk real quick about Union Park and the schools. So Little Elm, which I said earlier, is just north of Frisco and about 45 minutes north of Dallas. Little Elm is going to be Denton ISD. They do have an elementary right here in the neighborhood. You've also got Naval Middle School, Braswell High School. One thing I love about Denton ISD is they offer plenty of AP courses for your high schooler. A lot of you that reach out to us, school is very, very important. So I wanted to make sure and mention that. So one thing I wanted to point out in this bedroom, I'm not sure if you saw earlier, are the little nooks on each side of the window and the window seat. I know for my daughter, who's 22 years old, she would love this because she is a book fanatic and she would have this filled with books. With Bloomfield Homes, you do get a covered patio, and the size of that is going to depend on the floor plan and the elevation of the home. It's always nice to have that because it does get pretty hot in Texas, and when you're outside, it's nice to have a covered place to sit. We've got another video all about Union Park and everything that it has to offer, from new construction to pre-owned homes and where it's located. So make sure you go back, take a look at that one, and we'll see you on the next one.